Have a warmly welcome. Then you go to table, Control S to save. So you have to save the table first before you follow or before you continue with the next step. So here you're going to save it as classes. Alright, so hit enter key to save. Then we have to change the view. Okay, so go to, you right click and you go to design view, or you can click here the view. Okay, so here the ID, what you're going to do is you're going to use the class ID. So we'll get rid of this ID, so I'll clean it and type class ID. Alright, so the class ID, hit enter. So the data type must be an auto number, so you have to set a caption here, but let's save it for Control plus S to save, and let's preview it and see what. Okay, so you can see the class and the ID has been combined. Okay, so let's separate the class from the ID. So you go to design view again, then you come to caption. So at the caption you write class ID. Alright, Control S to save. Then let's preview it again and see what has happened. Alright, so you can see the class has been separated from the ID. Okay, so let's go back and set the class title. Okay, so let's change the view. So the view, let's go and change the view to design view. Then we type class title. Alright, so the class title, make sure you set it to because of time factor. So you can add as many as classes you want. So Control plus S to save. Make sure you save your work. Alright, so let's change the view again. So we are done with the classes table. So what we are moving on to is the department table. Okay, so make sure you close it. So close it, and let's use the same procedures to create the department table. So you go to tables, or you go to create and you go to table. Alright, so Control S to save. So make it as department. Okay, hit the enter key to save. Then you change the view. Alright, so here we are going to use the depth ID. Okay, so depth ID. Alright, so let's set a caption for the depth ID. So here I'll use depth ID. So Control S to save. Alright, so let's move on to the next field. So the next field, what we are going to do is we are going to enter department name over there. So department underscore name. Alright, so the department name, make sure you set it to short test. So you can add a caption for the department name, then we save it. So Control S to save. Then let's preview it and see and enter the department names for it. Alright, so what we are going to do is we have to increase the size. So okay, size increased. So here we are going to type the department name in the field. So what we are going to type is, I'll start with the upper primary, moving on to the lower primary, then let's say I'll use JHS, then let's say nursery. So nursery, okay, let me finish. Okay, nursery, then you hit Control plus S to save. Alright, so what you're going to do next is to assign the department to the classes table. Okay, so you go to the classes, then you change the view, then here you click or you type department, and the data type must be a number. Okay, so let's make it a number. Okay, alright, so you come to the data type again, the number. Then we are going to use the field property. So you are going to choose the lookup section, then the text box or the display control. You click on the down arrow key, then you go to combo box. So the combo box, you're going to select the row source section, then the three dotted I-beam lines. You click on that. Then if you want to drag this, so this is how the interface looks like. So this is how you can assign department to classes. So here you are going to use, I said department to classes, not classes to department. So you're going to click on the department, double click on the department. Alright, so here you're going to double click on the depth ID. So you can see it here, then followed by department name. Alright, that one is also here. So Ctrl+S to save. Make sure you save the table, make sure you save everything. Alright, so let's close it and preview it to see what we've done so far. So here we are going to change the column count. Okay, so the column, the bound column, you have to set it to 1, and the column count should be 2. Column count is 2. Then the column width should be, let's say 0 0 0 1 0 1. Alright, so the reason why we set the column width to 0 is because we will not like the department ID to show, but rather the department name. Okay, so let's save the table. Let's save it. Ctrl+S to save. Alright, so let's preview it and see, and then assign the department to the classes. So let me save it again over here, close it, go to classes. Alright, so you can see the department over here. So let's increase their size, let's increase the size. So this is how it is. Alright, so let's assign them to their department. So class 1 is lower primary. Class 2 is also lower primary. Class 3 is also lower primary. Class 4 is also upper primary. Class 5 is upper. Class 6 upper. JHS 1 is, let's use the JHS. Okay, so you can add as many classes you want to add. So I ended here, but I continue. I just generated these classes to be added to the class 4 from class 1 and to 4. But I just generated this class 5, class 6, and JHS 1. So don't be confused about it. Okay. Alright, so Ctrl+S to save. So this is how you've assigned the department to the classes. Department to the classes. So this is how it is. Okay, so let's close everything, and what we are going to create is to create the parent table. Okay, so the parent table, it also contains the same procedures as we did to the classes and the department. Okay, so the parent table, we are to create the parent table to contain the parent information. Okay, so the address, the email, and many more. Alright, so we have to create the parent table. So you just go to create. Okay, so you go to the create, then you move on to table. So you click on the table. So you are going to create the parent table. So the parent table, we are going to use the ID. Okay, so we change the view, save it as parent. Hit enter key to save. Alright, so that is here. So the parent. So what we are going to do next is to input the parent information over here. So you're going to automatically use this ID, the generated ID. To short test. So let's move on to the address of the parent. So we are done with this. So what we are moving on to is the gender. So here we just type gender, Alright, so the gender, we have to use the calculated type. Okay, so calculated type. So here we are going to type like if bracket open parents, if parent type is equal to father, then the true statement or the true part must be male. Let me close it. Or else female. Alright, so the statement is if parent type is equal to father, the true part must be male or else female. Alright, so let's close it. So expression is accepted. The expression is accepted. Alright, so while we are moving on is we have to add the telephone. Okay, so the telephone, that is the number, is very important. So telephone or contact. Telephone. So the telephone, make it as short text. Okay, so we have to make the field size. You have to change the field size. Okay, so the field size is 255, but in Ghana we use only 10 digits. Okay, so you can choose to limit it to any digit you want. Okay, per your country code. Okay, alright, so this is how it is. So let's limit to 10, then Control S to save. Control S to save. Alright, so let's preview the SMS. Let's preview it and look at how it shows. Alright, so let's save it again, then let's close it, or let's preview it. Wow, very nice. So this is how the parent table is. Alright, so let's increase the sizes. Alright, and let's try and input some data and see. So here the parent name, I'll use, let's say Juliana as parent name. Occupation, let's use trader as well, trader. Then the address, let me use AH. So 3445. And also here the town or the city, you can set, let's say I'll use Kumasi Ebuakwa. Alright, so the parent type, I use the father. If the parent type is father is equal to father, then the true statement must be a male. So let's try and see. So the gender, the place I use the calculated field, there was the gender. So father, automatically it will generate to male, or else mother, it will generate to female. So let's use mother and see what will happen over here. So here I'll try to use mother. Alright, so female, very good. And also the telephone, we use or we limited the field size to 10. Okay, so if you enter more than 10 digits, it's not going to allow you. Okay, so let's try and see. It's only you enter, I hope you can hear the sounds, it's only you enter 10 digits, that is all. So it depends on the field size you will set. Alright, so this is how we create the parent table. Thank you very much for joining GH Mock Educational Channel. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.